doing right. Let's go spout some racism with him. Make him part of the group. Help him fit in. Well, I don't fit in. And they're even moving me to, they own 2 courses. They're moving me to another course because I don't fit in. But I'm proud not to fit in. I don't know what to expect at the other course. I'm really preparing myself to expect the exact same thing, honestly. I won't be surprised. I'll be more surprised if it's not there, like it is at the other place. But let's see here. I'll tell you what. I want to. I want to go. I want to go over this list. All right. This, you might be a racist if, and I just have 3 or 4. Little liners. You know, this is the old Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck if. Kind of the same thing here. You might be a racist if. All right. You might be a racist if, number 1, you lean over to whisper something about black people. You know, if you're sitting there talking, having a conversation, well, you know, these guys were on the golf course and they're slow. You know, lean over. You know, the blacks are slow. And then lean back and start talking again at normal level. So you know you might be a racist if you lean over to whisper. Because that, you know what? That's how every single person who has made a comment to me about the blacks, that's the way they've done it. They've leaned over. And they even kind of did the old movie Look Both Ways to make sure nobody's watching. Yeah, the blacks. Everybody out there who's made a comment, and not everybody has made a comment like that. I'll first say that. It's just the individuals know who they are who's made those kind of comments, so I don't care. If you didn't make that kind of comment, I'm not talking about you. But they'd be having a normal conversation with me, and then they'd lean over and say the blacks. They test you first. They don't say the N-word first. They wait to see your reaction to the lean over and whisper trick. And if you respond in a way that they approve, then they'll start using the N-word. But see, that's how I rebuke racism that I'm exposed to, is I just don't respond to it. I don't even answer. I had a guy, and this just happened last week. It was a customer. You know, we got the basketball tournament, the NCAA tournament going on right now. And he actually made a comment to me. And that's one of the, you might be a racist if. You might be a racist if you don't watch basketball because there's not a white commentator. Well, I guess white people don't know nothing about basketball. That was a comment made to me by a customer while I was ringing up his golf. I had the NCAA tournament on the TV going, which I enjoy thoroughly. And the commentators were up there, and they're talking because they know basketball. They play basketball. And the guy said, I said, you been watching the games? Oh, no, I don't watch that mess. Look up there. Ain't one white commentator up there. White people must not know nothing about basketball. Ain't no white people on that panel up there. Man, please. Really? And so I just looked at him and didn't say a word. Shook, you know. And I know because I can't really hide. My face betrays me all the time. I can't hide anything. If I'm lying, my face shows it. If I'm mad, my face shows it. If I'm sad, my face shows it. I can't hide my emotions on my face. So I know that I was giving him a "you're a dumbass" look. And so he just took his cart key and walked on about his business. But I know when he left, he realized, or he knows at least that much about me, that I'm not someone that's going to participate in your racism. I'm not going to participate in it. So I don't respond to it. And that's the way I deal with, and that's the way I have dealt with every single comment that has been made to me at this golf course. And I mean, it's unbelievable how many people are racist out here. And when they think that you are, well, they'll let that dribble fall right out of their mouth. And it just every single time it's like a shock to my system. It's like, dang, man. Shame on you. You might be a racist if you claim you're not a racist because your best friend has a black daughter-in-law. Well, my daughter's married to a black man. That's what my cousin actually said to me in defense of himself when I told him, hey, I know you're a racist. Because I've heard him use the N-word over and over and over again. Both of them. And he actually made that comment to me after I exposed him at my church for being a racist. He got mad and asked me to meet him somewhere. I met him somewhere. And he said, man, why'd you do that? I said, man, because that was ridiculous what you did. You know, what you said. And then people that I go to church with that happen to be African-American people, he made the comment, whole lot of black people here. He didn't say the N-word. That was his comment. Well, a whole lot of black people here. But I've known him since we were little, since we were before teenagers. I mean, he's my cousin. So I know him. So I knew what he meant. He was just trying to be funny. And that's actually what he said to me. Well, I was just trying to be funny. Well, that mess ain't funny. And so he asked me, why'd you do that? I said, because, I'm not willing to stand with you. I stand against you. And now you know that. And he said, well, I'm not a racist. I said, yes, you are. No, I'm not. I mean, dang. He said, dang, Danny. He said, my daughter's married to a black man. I have half black grandchildren. I said, really? That's your defense to not being a racist? So you don't have to change your thoughts. You don't have to change the way you view people. You just have to make sure somebody in your family either marries or is good friends with a black person. That clears you from the racism card. Man, please. Are you kidding me? No, you know what? They're kidding themselves. That's what they're doing. They're kidding themselves. And so the lean over and whispers and things like that, most of the people out there have come to the conclusion that I'm not going to participate in their racism. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm being shoved out of there, because I don't fit the mold out there. And not only don't I fit the mold, I buck the system. Buck with a B. B-U-C-K. I buck the system. But I'm good at what I do. So, well, we can't get rid of him. You know, we need the help. He knows how to, he's a pretty sharp guy. So let's move him to the other golf course. Get him on out of here. So all the racists that come and play and all the racists that work here can feel comfortable again. Get rid of the problem. Get rid of the... So that's what's going on. And I'm so disappointed. I mean, racism is alive and well. It's just on the down low. It's in the lean over. It's in the lean over and whisper stage now. And you know what? As sad as it makes me to say this, because of, and I'm 53, and so, I experience new things all the time. It's unbelievable. And I learn new things all the time. Even things like this that other people have been saying for years and years and years. That's okay. If you learn something while you're still alive, it wasn't too late. But I've come to that conclusion that racism is alive and well, and I believe that it will never, as long as there's people on this planet, will never go away. Because the old racists of today are teaching their children and their grandchildren to be racists. And even though racism is a choice, once you become an adult, most people don't choose. It's much easier to just keep doing those things than to try to change them. Change is hard. That's one of the things that interferes with people's growth. They're not willing to go through the change because it's too hard. It's too hard to change, man. I ain't got time for that. I got to go on with life. I can't, what, big deal. So I use the N-word. So what? So what? Man, please, so what? You are, oh, man. You are putting and this is ironic, you're putting a black mark on your children and grandchildren before they even have a chance to develop and become an adult and realize that everybody has value. And let me tell you, the people that I've encountered that are racists, I don't know why they think that their poop don't stink. And what gives them the entitlement to look down on other cultures, particularly African Americans? Because I'll tell you what, I don't know. I have friends in my life of all cultures and races that are good, decent, smart, strong people. People of good character. People with kind